I'm going to play BCBC and EFEF by going BCBC, EFEF. Well, for a while I just practiced it with one finger without looking at it, just trying to feel where it was. I can play way into the keyboards like this. Remember, using just 1, 2, 3, 4, letting the fifth finger just dangle out there. Really trying to get those first 4 fingers used to playing into the keyboards and in between the keys. Okay, EF, BCBC, EFEF, but now I've decided to octave it. BCBC, EF. I can slow it down. I just want to hear those octaves. I want to hear it together. It sounds so great and rumbling and bassy and cool when the bass doubles itself with the same letter. Okay, so it is playing 2 notes. The left hand are playing 2 notes. Well, I said the left hand is only playing 1 note, but the left hand is playing 2 notes, which are really just an octave. So the left hand, quote, bass player, is really left to be the 1 note only hand. But that note has to happen exactly when it needs to happen because it's the bass of the band. So if you have the bass player, he's learning how to play an octave. Dong, ding, dong, ding, dong, ding. All right, that's really cool. There's nothing wrong with that. There's no change of the bass note if it's octave, if it's doubled, meaning octave. Play that interval of 8 away, kabling, the same note as your thumb is playing. Either way, you can go octave higher in your thumb, in your right hand guitar too, and we can always play octaves in the guitar too. I'm not saying you can't, but right now we're talking about the bass. Left hand. That's what we're really talking about. So we're going B, C, B, C, E, F, E, F, B, C, B, C, E, F, E, F, B, C, B, C, E, F, E, F, B, C, B, C, E, F, E, F. And I just wonder what it would feel like if I went from all those letter sides of the street. B, C, B, C, E, F, E, F, B, C, B, C, E, F, E, F, B, C, B, C, E, F, E, F, B, C, B, C, E, F. Practicing just the left hand. Trying to get that right. Or I should say as clean as possible. Even without looking at it, just trying to feel the distance that it's going to take to move and shift and play in that form like a rabbit. Where's that other rabbit? Well, anyways, the point is that you can play B, C, B, C, E, F, E, F, B, C, B, C, E, F, E, F. Okay, well, what if you had then an added part to it? Like a second part. Another game that was trying to find B, C, B, C, E, F, E, F with your bass. Let's keep in the bass, keeping in the left hand only. Let's try playing every single sharp note until you repeat yourself and stop with the repeated one, which would be 6 away because remember if there's 5 of them, so if you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you're going to get to 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You know, D sharp, F sharp, G sharp, A sharp, C sharp, D sharp. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, now what if I take that sharp, starting on D sharp? Why D sharp? Because we were like, D sharp is a really great grounding sound. Grounding sound. D sharp is a great grounding note of the sharp side. We'll talk about that later. That means it's just a great bottom, excellent home bass sound for the sharp side. But for right now, we're just going to be using the sharp side only, not even paying any difference to the fact that there's spaces of B, C, B, C, E, F, E, F. We're not even paying attention that there's wider little spaces between the 2s and the 3s, or the skis and the 3s. We're just going to walk it. Starting on D sharp, from D sharp to the next possible D sharp, every sharp in between. D sharp, F sharp, G. Right? I'm going to play it just like D sharp, F sharp, G sharp, A sharp, C sharp, D sharp. Right? I'm just going to go up and I'm going to walk it. But then I'm going to shift down 1 whole sharp, down to C sharp. And I'm going to go C sharp. I'm going to walk the same kind of pattern, only sharps, only, not mattering whether there's a distance in between or a little feel of the 2s and the 3s. Not going to bother me because I'm used to playing with my thumb and my fourth finger on the sharps. Whatever my thumb is, my fourth finger is playing the same exact note, the octave of it. 1 and 4, 1 and 4, 1 and 4, 1 and 4. Getting the feel. What it's like to shift it down that one notch on the sharp side of the street is a great thing. So what you're doing is you're learning how to feel that distances between the 2s and the 3s, or as I call it, the skis and the 3s. You're learning how to find where BCBC-EFEF is. Listen to this. Can you hear the accent? Exit. All right, now B C B C E F E F B C B C E F B C B C. Do the accent on 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The second part, which we were just learning in, was walking those 6, 2 patterns of 6, as the second part of the song. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's, even though we're counting to 6, there is a accent every 4, because no matter if we're going 6 notes or 7 notes or 10 notes or whatever, everything is subdivided in this version and these most recent and most areas to be of 4. There's things called measures of 3s and other notes and other beats, I mean, but this all is about 4 because we really like 4 measures. It's complicated enough learning all these letters and where the pictures are. We got that going, right? So now listen to this. So now I want to play the second part, which is the D sharp walking. But the D sharp walking has 6 notes against these 4. You see, you got 4 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. But I don't mind because 4s love all kinds of syncopations or interruptions or rhythms or fun to mix with their 4 solid. And so what we need to do is just have that standard in the background for a lot of different rhythms that we put on top of it so we can figure out where that certain one accent that we want of this song in a pattern of 4 to hit and never change unless we want it to change. It's our time. It's our drummer. What are those chords? Oh, not now. What is a chord? Chord is more than an interval. An interval is 2 notes. A chord is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, whatever kind of notes you want at the same time. Kerplunk or broken apart. That is what a chord is. If I'm playing chords, I'm playing 3 notes. I like to play 1, 2, 4. Why 4? Oh, there it's getting worked again, just like I was working in the octave. It doesn't have to play as far as an octave away, the same letter as the thumb. It could be a little squished in between in an interval. Let's say 2 sharp letters in between. 2 sharp letters in between. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is such a cool little song that developed by just trying to find the sharps and walking them from sharp to sharp to sharp to sharp. Watch. What does it also teach you? It teaches you the distance sometimes that is in between the 2s and the 3s. That little skip, hop, jump, space, half step area in between BCBC-EFEF. Remember that part? Whoa! That sounds really cool. I like more than one note in the guitar part. I got the guitar over there. So I decided I'm going to play every other letter side of the street. When I'm playing BCBC-EFEF, I'm only playing letter sides. So if I'm playing only letter sides, it must be a rule, just like if it is, the rule was already, we know. If we're on the sharp side of the street, we're playing all sharps in the left-hand bass. All sharps are go, play, please, any note that you can find in the right hand that is a sharp. Because you're on a bunch of sharps, so you can play any sharps because it all sound together. Same thing for the letter side. If you're playing all letters, then you can find any letter pattern only, not paying attention at all to the sharp side of the street, just playing to the letter side of the street patterns of how many notes are in between, of just letters. Not even counting the sharps in between, not yet. All we're counting in between right now is either the sharp side or the letter side. Either or. We're not mixing yet. We're not chromatic counting it yet. We're just lettering. We're just feeling letters. We're just going around. We're going, oh, wonder what that letter feels like. Wonder what that hop, skip, or area of jumping like a hop like a rabbit. Where did that rabbit go? But now, 2, 3, 4, 1. That learned in the left-hand bass line. And now I learned that I can play groups of notes with patterns in between on the sharp side. What if I said, if when I'm playing BCBC-EFEF, EF, I'll work a pattern out too, except I'm going to use my first, my second, my third, and my fourth finger. And I'm going to play every other letter note only. Just thinking letters only. And I'm first going to go with F-A-C-E, face. F-A-C-E, face. E-F, F. There's F, there's A, there's C, there's E. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 are my fingers. F is 1, 2 is A, 3 is C, and 4 is E. And then I'm going to shift. Remember, move like a rabbit. Where is that rabbit? Down one whole letter for my thumb. And I'm going to keep the pattern. Doesn't that sound cool? I'm going to go to E, G, B, D. Then I'm going to go to D, F, A, C. Then I'm going to go back to E, C, B, D. Play twice. Left hand playing all letters because face E, F-A-C-E, E-G, E-G, E-G-B-D, and D-F-A-C play the offbeat. One. Playing the chords, you always hear the tick because I'm playing when the card is going up is when I'm playing the chord. Otherwise, the downbeat or the tick or the 3, 4, 1, the beat, the main number right here, is getting the rest. And I'm playing on the upper part of the beat. Down, up, down, up, down, up. I'm playing only on the up on this particular part of every other note starting on F, A, C, and then notching down one note, and then coming back one note, and then repeating that whole pattern over again. But on. Now listen to it with that bass line that I was talking about. B, C, B, C, B, C, E, F. Listen here. And start right on that one with B, C, B, C, D, F, E. B, C, B, C, E, F, E, F, B, C, B, C, E, F, E, F, B, C, B, C, E, F, E, F, B, C, B, C. Putting sections together. See, when you take two things together, B, C, B, C, E, F, as a bass line. You learn that bass line. It's a little bass line right there. B, C. And then all of a sudden you say, you know what, I'm going to put another bass line with it. Okay, that walk that I tried, walking every single sharp note from octave to octave with a rest in the beginning of it, and it was 1. 1. I have to remember that nothing happens. There's a rabbit. And listen to that one. Opposite. But I keep that bass line. Always that when I'm supposed to do it, it doesn't. When I'm supposed to do it, it doesn't. When I'm supposed to do it, it doesn't. So much I just can't change it into something else, you know, in this one part, B, C, B, C, E, F, E, F, B, C, B, C, E, F, because it just sounds so cool.